What's up, people? This your boy Main Event Primetime TV here, back at another video. Now, I want to talk about who's going to go to the Super Bowl this year, who I might think is going to go to the Super Bowl this year. Now, disclaimer: this is my opinion, and this is my opinion alone. Y'all don't have to agree with me. Y'all don't have to like. We can have a civilized discourse in the comments about like the teams I'm gonna speak in this video. I mean, like hopefully people won't take this that seriously, but like I said, knowing the internet, like and people take things personally. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, like let's talk about who I think is gonna be going to Super Bowl this year. Now, okay, before I talk about it, honorable mentions. First, I want to talk about the Lions. Now, why I think the Lions can make it to the Super Bowl as an honorable mention is like one, their offense. They're led by Jared Goff and the man who just got paid, Jahmyr Gibbs. And they also got a good receiving core, Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they also got what's the name of Williams, I think his name is. But yeah, like they got a really good receiving duo. I also got like Sam Laporta too as a good tight end. Also, they also got Penei Sewell as a offensive line, like the leader of the offensive line. Um, and their defense is pretty good. They added a couple guys. Slipping my head, but yeah, it's like they have a pretty good defense. They got Aiden Hutchinson leading the way, and like it's just and they still is coached by Dan Campbell, and Dan Campbell, he lives off that underdog mentality. He is a alpha male head coach, man, and he knows how to get this team going. Like he's a very outgoing guy, and I will expect the Lions to make it to the playoffs this year as the winner of the division or as a second seed. Another team I would like to mention in my honorable mention is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, Jacksonville, I do think like why I think like they didn't make it to the top 10 is because their inconsistency. I do think that the Jaguars is an inconsistent team. Like they did had a great season last year. They went above expectations. People didn't expect them to make the playoffs, but like I do think the Jacksonville Jaguars could like I said be a threat if they be consistent more. Like their offense is a really good offense. They got Trevor Lawrence. They got weapons. Like they got I mean the only problem with the Jaguars is they don't have no running backs. Like they have a good defense too, and like they do got like a dual play. If they get Travis Hunter to return and Travis Hunter be doing have the things he did in college, this team will be a threat. But not just the AFC South, but also for the AFC. This team last year beat the Chiefs last year, and they beat a couple other teams too. Like I said, like it's just like the Jaguars are that team where you can't sleep on them. Like people might sleep on them because they're a small market team, and you might easily forget about them because they play in Jacksonville. But like now they have like dogs on the team, and like I said, you can't really sleep on a team like the Jacksonville Jaguars. Like they'll creep up on you and they like beat you. Like I said, I think they still have Evan Ingram too as tight end too. Yeah, they still have them. So like they do got pieces on like the offense. They just don't have like a consistent running back because they got rid of A Chain or Travis A Chain. Like it's like I said, I do think Jacksonville Jaguars could, like I said, make a Super Bowl appearance if the right things go for them. Yeah, let's move on from them. Another team, the last team I will mention for the honorable mentions list is the San Francisco 49ers. Now, I can't put the San Francisco 49ers in the top 10 for these two major reasons. Two major reasons is injuries and also them playing the NFC West. Now, the 49ers since like 2020 has been having injury problems, and it's just like and people keep blaming it on like the electric on the field or whatever and all this and that. Like it's just like I said, like the 49ers, if they're healthy, they're a really good threat. Like if they have Purdy, Kittle, McCaffrey and their like solid receiving core. Like they just got back Debo Samuels, and Debo Samuels, when he was playing for the 49ers before he gained all his weight, was a baller for them, especially against the Eagles. Like the 49ers, if healthy, could be a threat to the NFC. Like, and you got a really good play caller in Kyle Shanahan. And like I said, like if the 49ers can be healthy, they could probably make a run in a wild card. But like I said, they had to play against the Seahawks. They had to play against the Rams, and that's hard for an NFC team. That's like I said, like I said, their best chance was a couple years ago in 2023, and a couple years. I mean, in 2019 too. And now it's just like they're at a spot where it's like the Seahawks has surpassed them, the Rams has surpassed them, and like it's gonna be really hard for them to like put their foot, like put their mark on the NFC West, man. Because like I said, you have the Seahawks that just came out of Super Bowl, the Rams that just got Myles Garrett, they're gonna potentially get Aaron Donald, and it's just like I said, the 49ers, they could win like probably around 10 or 11 games, but like I said, and they could win a playoff game, but if things go like I said about the Jaguars, if things go right for them, like the 49ers could make a run and like they could probably win it. I don't know. But like it's just like I said, injuries plus the inconsistency. I'm not inconsistencies, but like it's just like I said, they're in like oh yeah. Yeah, like not inconsistency, but like I said, they tend to choke in the playoffs too. I forgot about that. So like I said, if things go right for them, I could see them making a run and I could see them winning a championship if things go right for them. Okay, my top 10. My first team in the top 10 will be a bit of a surprise. Not a bit of a surprise, like this team is also known for choking too, like the 49ers, but even worse is the San I want to say San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers. Now, the Los Angeles Chargers, like they have their off season story with Justin Herbert macking it with Madison Beer, whatever, him during the practice or whatever, and him marrying her. But like I said, the thing that mostly worries me about the Chargers is them choking and them getting in their way. Like the Chargers always finds the ways to like not lose games, but like I said, like if they like even when they had Philip Rivers and Antonio Gates and who else they had like who else? Darren Sproles and Damian Thompson, and then later on they got Keenan Allen, and it's just like they always get in their way. And then like it's so different with this team too. Like they got a good defense and they got a very good offense with Justin Herbert. The thing is they need to stop getting out there getting in their way. Like I said, like they are a really good coach team. Like I said, what else? And they also got a really good offensive coordinator. And like I said, they have the tools to win not just the playoff game, to make a run to the playoffs. But like I said, the only thing that's gonna get in their way is them. Like it's just that like why I had them over like the Niners and Jaguars is because like I said, unlike the Jaguars and Niners, it's not just the Chargers are a better team. They're also a more healthy team than the Niners. That makes sense. And then with the Jaguars, I mean, the Jaguars did beat them in the playoffs a couple years ago, but that was a couple years ago. Now it's 2026, man. And it's just like I said, the Chargers got a better head coach in John Harbaugh. They also got Mike McDaniel. And like I said, if the Chargers don't charger it up, I could see the Chargers making a run. Like I said, if Mike McDaniels can make two, if can let Tua, let him make Tua, like bring Tua Tagovailoa to the playoffs. Like, what can imagine what he can do with a better quarterback than Justin Herbert in the same draft cast? Like, this team could make a run. It's just that they can't get in their way. Like, this team could like I said, They probably won't win the division. They're gonna probably be a wild card team. But like I said, if the Chiefs, if there's not the Chiefs or any other team that's gonna be in their way, I could see the Chargers making a run to the playoffs and being that team that's a threat to the AFC. But we'll see with Los Angeles. I'm about to call them San Diego again. Another team I would think that I'll say that's um another team I'm gonna pick is the Kansas City Chiefs as my number 9th spot. Is why I picked the Chiefs now. People are gonna say, why would you pick the Chiefs? They missed the playoffs last year. They're getting old. And you can't count out Patrick Mahomes. We've done that before. I remember in like 2021, like after the pandemic season, when they lost the Buccaneers, like people doubted Mahomes. You can't doubt Mahomes again because Mahomes is not just a Hall of Fame level quarterback, but he's one of the greatest of his time, like post Tom Brady. Like I do see the Chiefs can make a wild card spot if they not just things go right for them. If they be healthy, if Mahomes be healthy, I mean they can't depend on Travis Kelce a lot because he's getting older. So they got to depend on that receiving core and a good running game. Now the Chiefs are bringing back Eric Bieniemy, and they did win championships with Eric Bieniemy. That could be an upgrade, better than Matt Nagy. Because Matt Nagy, it is what it is with Matt Nagy. But like Eric Bieniemy is a good, better offensive coordinator than Matt Nagy, and I could see the Chiefs bouncing back after this season, like as either as a wild card team or them winning the division. Like you can't count out Kansas City. I mean, as much as I also don't like Kansas City, you can't count them out. Like I said, Mahomes is Mahomes. Unless I believe it till I see it, like that the Chiefs are dead and they need to rebuild. Like, but if if they start winning some games this year, they could be a threat to the AFC. Like they have the experience. They have Mahomes. They have a two. They have three like three good head coaches. That you got two coordinators that are good and Hall of Famer and Andy Reid. Like this team could make a run to the playoffs if they make it to the playoffs. Like Mahomes has done it before. Like he can be the seventh, he can be the sixth, he can be the fifth, he can be the fourth, he can be the third, he can be the second, he can be the first seed, and still make a run in the playoffs. Like imagine the Chiefs make a run in the playoffs as a seventh seed. That would be literally crazy. Like I could see the Chiefs doing that. Like don't count out Kansas City. As much as people don't like the Chiefs, I don't like the Chiefs, but you can't count them out. They're a really good team. Let's move on. Another team that I'm going to talk about is the Buffalo Bills, which is pretty ironic. I just talked about Chiefs. Like the Chargers and like the 49ers, the problem with the Bills is they tend to choke a lot like the Chargers and the 49ers, especially in the Josh Allen era. Like last year was their best shot to make it into the Super Bowl, and like they lost the Broncos. They lost the up and coming Broncos team, and like after that game, Bo Nix got injured, unfortunately, and it's like the Bills like they got rid of Sean McDermott, and in my opinion, it wasn't 100% Sean McDermott's fault. Like he tried to do the best he could, but like it's just like when will we like it's like Josh Allen, like as much as people talk about Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen is becoming the NBA, I mean the NFL version of Joel Embiid. Like this man got all this no. He is like the AFC version of Dak Prescott with all this media hype. Then when the playoffs start, they choke. Like it makes sense with Dak Prescott because he plays for like NFL's most valuable team. But with Josh Allen, he's with Haley Steinfeld and like he's like Justin Herbert. Like he has like it's just like the Bills. They have a really good team. They just got DJ Moore. They got a really good defense. And like I said, Josh Allen, like he's a tank. but when it is the playoffs, it just melts down. Like whether it's the overtime game and 13 seconds that game, or like I said last year with the Broncos, the Bills always got to find some way to fuck it up. And like I said, they got a new head coach in um Joe Brady. Like, and they got a new receiver in DJ Moore. Like, what else do the Bills need to do to let Josh Allen like had that playoff run? Like, it's pretty similar. It's like when Peyton Manning was playing, like the Patriots was in his way till like 2006. Tom Brady. Like the Patriots lost the playoffs. I forgot who. I think who they lost to. They lost to somebody, but like it was Peyton Manning's time. He won the Super Bowl that year. When will it be Josh Allen's time to win the Super Bowl? Like Josh Allen won the MVP like Lamar Jackson and get less scrutiny than Lamar Jackson. Like, when will Josh Allen step up in the playoffs? I don't care about the regular season. You can put up all the numbers in the regular season all you want to. When will you make that run in the playoffs? And like I said, Josh Allen needs it. Like I said, he's a really good trucker. He knows how to truck people. He's a really big dude. He's like I said, he's tall and athletic. All he needs is that playoff run. And like I said, sky's the limit for the Bills. Like I said, they got a new offensive coordinator. They got some weapons. They got a good defense. What else do Josh Allen need to make the playoff run? Okay, let's move on from the Bills to another team in the AFC, the Baltimore Ravens. Now, why I put the Ravens in 7 is because, like I said, Lamar Jackson, he's also like a choker like Josh Allen. Like, Lamar Jackson is a human highlight reel in the regular season, but when it becomes the playoffs, it just fell that like things just fall down. Like whether it's 2019 against the Titans or like it's just the Bill. No, they lost to the Bills in 2020, and like that team and this team, and it's just like last year they missed the playoffs. Like it's just and they got rid of John Harbaugh. Like, what else did Lamar Jackson need? They got rid of like a long-time head coach that they had since 2008 for Lamar Jackson. And now they bring in Jesse Mentor as a head coach. And like I said, he's a new guy. He's a defensive mind, man. And like I said, the Ravens has always been a defensive-minded team. Like now with Lamar Jackson and like I said, in the Lamar Jackson era, like I said, he's a human highlight reel, man. Um, like it's just they have Derrick Henry in the backfield, so that's another threat that people got to worry about. They also got Mark Andrews, which people was mad at him a couple years ago, him dropping. Like they got the weapons to make a playoff run. It's just that like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson needs to step up in the playoffs. It's just like it is what it is. Like I said, Lamar Jackson in the regular season, like Josh Allen, is a beast. But when it becomes the playoffs, it's like they get the case of the Dak Prescotts. Like it's just like what is it's like. But unlike Dak Prescott and Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson don't really get like media hype except for if he makes like a really good play or whatever in the regular season. But like I said, like Lamar Jackson, man, he need to step up in the playoffs, and that's how the Ravens could make a run of playoffs if Lamar Jackson steps up and has that run to the Super Bowl. Another team I want to talk about is the Philadelphia Eagles. I want to keep it short about the Eagles. Like they have a new offensive coordinator. They don't have AJ Brown no more as a distraction, and they also have Vic Fangio as a defensive coordinator. They still has him as the defensive coordinator. Now the Eagles have a lot of new pieces, and they still kept some of the pieces. in 2024. Like I said, they still got Saquon, they still got Hurts, they still got Devontae Smith, they still got Goddard. Lane Johnson, this is gonna be Lane Johnson's last year. So like the Eagles can't fuck around this year and just like and Nick Sirianni be a dickhead. Like he needs to like I said, like step aside and let Sean Mannion and Vic Fangio do their thing. I don't want to see no Nick Sirianni. Now let's just like I said, if he ain't motivating people, if he ain't like hyping the team up, I do not want to see Nick Sirianni do play calling. The Eagles need better play calling. And I'm sure that Sean Mannion can do that. And people keep doubting the Eagles, oh, this Eagles team ain't gonna like, oh, 24. The Eagles, like, if you doubt, it's similar to like the Lions. Like when you doubt the Eagles, they step up when they're doubted. And that's what people need to worry about. When these teams that get that underdog label, they step up. And that's what I feel about the Eagles this upcoming year. Like they need this underdog label to them so they can step up and like be a threat in the playoffs. Like, and I do think the Eagles could be a threat in the playoffs because they got a new play calling system and like I said, they got some pieces like Makai Lemon. You know, he got some injury issues, and it just like I said, they added Greek Williams for the defense, and they also added Jonathan Green, which he also has some injury issues too. So they added some pieces for this like Eagles upcoming Eagles team. So, like I said, like the best thing I could say for the Eagles is don't let Nick Sirianni touch the offense and let Sean Mannion do his thing. 6 is the Broncos. Now, the Broncos in the Sean Payton era is just like it's pretty successful. Like not successful. I mean, they still had the Russell Wilson years, but like post Russell Wilson, man, this Broncos team has been really good. Like they had stepped up, and like last year, they was in the AFC Championship game, and like I said, I would like to see this Broncos team make another leap forward. I do see them making it to Super Bowl, like probably against like I said, it's I don't know. But like I said, I do see them making it to the Super Bowl this year. And like I said, this Broncos team is really good. Like they have Bo Nix returning. They have a very young core. They still got Pat Surtain in defense as a DB. Like this, I could see the Broncos making it to the run to playoffs. Like I said, this team is really good. Like this team is on the come up, and like I said, I could see them making a run for it. Like I said, it's just I haven't watched much Broncos games last year except for the playoffs, and it's just like if they can have a healthy Bo Nix and Sean Payton be cooking as a head coach, man, this Broncos team is gonna be a threat. Like, and they're in the top echelon of the AFC. Like, I mean, like, come on, man, this Broncos team is gonna be good. Like, it's gonna like it's pretty much like all I gotta say about the Broncos. This team is a good team. Um, Next team is number 4. Or no, is it number 4 or 5? 4 or 5. Yeah, 4. Excuse me. The New England Patriots. Now, I do think the New England Patriots will take a step back, especially with this Michael Vabel situation with him with Diana Rossini. But like they also will take a step forward too with adding AJ Brown as a pass catcher, and Drake May is continuing to grow as a quarterback. Like I said, they also got the offensive power too. Like I said, they got AJ Brown, they got Rashawn Stevenson. Like this Patriots team is gonna be good, and like I said, the offensive line needs to step up, particularly Will Campbell. He needs to like step up. He can't do what he did during Super Bowl. The defense is really good, especially with Mike Vabel being there. The coach, he always have not always, but like he like most times has a good defense. Like I said, the only thing that's going to be in the Patriots' way is media and drama because of the Mike Vrabel and AJ them getting AJ Brown. Like I said, in New England media is pretty tough media. So, like I said, I do think the Patriots will make it to the Super Bowl, but I don't think it's going to be easy for them like last year. And plus, also the Patriots had easy schedule, so like I said, they're going to have a tougher schedule. So they're not going to win like most of the games that they won last year. But I still think they could make a run to playoffs either as a wild card or as a division winner. Next up, next up is the Chicago Bears. Now I do think the Chicago Bears could make a run to playoffs, especially with Caleb Williams' growth and Ben Johnson growing as a head coach too. These two can grow. These two are growing together. The only thing I'm worried about with the Bears is the Madden curse and Caleb Williams could have a third year slump now. Like I said, this is going to be his third year. But like the Bears do have a really good offense. They got a really good RB tandem. They have Roma Dunze as receiver. They did got rid of DJ Moore to the Bills, but I mean like I do think Roma Dunze is going to step up. They got a really good defense. Like they, I mean, like I won't say it's a great defense like the Bears teams of the past, but they got a good defense. Like I said, the Bears is known for a defensive team, but now they're going to be known as an offensive team, and it's going to be because of Caleb Williams. Another team I want to talk about is Seattle Seahawks. And all I gotta say is JSN, Jackson Smith, Ninjigba, my Ninjigba. He is gonna step up for the Seahawks, man. Like this guy, man, it's just like he grown, man. Like the Seahawks, man, they came out of nowhere last year. And I do think the Seahawks, like the Patriots, will take a step back. It's mostly because they're in a tough division with the Rams, and a lot of teams, the NFC is getting tough. Like the NFC is getting tougher. Like you got a lot of teams, and also I did miss on like the Packers in this list. I forgot about them, putting them on this list either as an honorable mention or in top 10. But it is what it is. But the Seahawks are a really good team. Like they got a really good defense. They got a really good offense. They got plenty of weapons. They got a really good head coach in like McDonald. Like it's just I just name Mike McDonald. I think his name is yeah, he's really good. Like this Seattle team, like I said, like they could go back to back, unlike what they did in the mid 2010s. But like I said, the AFC, I mean NFC West is tough, and like I said, the Seahawks is going to get more of the spotlight, unlike last year. And like I said, they're not going to be that up and coming, or that team is going to be coming out of nowhere. They're here, and I could see the Seahawks making a run for it in the playoffs again, especially with the team they have. And finally, the last team I want to talk about is the Los Angeles Rams. All I gotta say is Myles Garrett and Aaron Donald is going to potentially return. If that happens, it's it for the NFL. Like like quarterbacks got to fear their boots, especially with a prime Myles Garrett and like a half Aaron Donald. That's a scary thought. Plus, in offense, they got Puka Nakua and they got Matthew Stafford, and they also have plenty of other weapons too. Like the Rams are a really good team. Like they still have Sean McVay as a head coach. Sean McVay is a Hall of Fame, future Hall of Famer, man. Like this man has really changed the Los Angeles Rams, especially after the tenure of Jeff Fisher, man. Like it's not just Sean McVay, Les Need too. He keep building these good teams, and he lives out that motto: "Fuck them picks." Like the Rams, like they literally went by it by getting Myles Garrett. They always got to have a super team. They're gonna be the Los Angeles Dodgers of the NFL. Like the Rams are gonna be that team where like, oh man, like it's just like it's gonna be easy pick for most people for them to win the Super Bowl. Like the only thing that's gonna get in the Rams' way if they be underwhelming and like not succeed expectations, but they under succeed and expectations. If they do that, then like I said, it's either gonna be the Seahawks, Eagles, or maybe the Packers or Lions or Bears or somebody to like knock them out. And I could see somebody knocking the Rams out of the playoffs, especially with this tough team that they have. And like I said, like uh, they the only thing that's gonna get in the Rams' way is like I said. I know I might sound like if they get in their own way and they lose to one of those teams. But like I said, the Rams got a really good head coach and they got a really good team, and I could see them making a run to the playoffs and not just making a run, possibly winning it. And like I said, they're the odds-on favorites to win the Super Bowl. So it's the future is not the future, but the present is looking good for the Los Angeles